afternoon, YouTube. G36TN pilot here. We're going to go on a little flight today on a turbulent, windy, bumpy, low-level wind shear kind of day. And I'm getting ready to do my walk around, so we're going to have a look at 6980 Bravo here for our flight. So thanks for flying with us and come along for a ride. I make it a habit of always checking the oil, part of the pre-flight. And I also check the brake fluid, which is this little container right here. I want to make sure that we have plenty of brake fluid in there. We had a few leaks in the past, so I want to make sure that those have all been cleaned up, and thankfully they have. Also part of the pre-flight, I come around here and unplug the charger. We have a trickle charger right here that we installed a while back, and it looks like this right here. It's called a battery minder, designed specifically for the type of battery that we have here in our system. Works really well. Keeps her charged up. One of the main things we do is we come along and check all the wings. We're going to be adding some fuel here in a minute. I got to call the fuel truck over, but part of a good free flight, check your tires, make sure everything's good. Static wicks are good. I check the bolts and the connections between the ailerons, the elevators, and all that kind of fun stuff. Making sure that we're doing a good job there. Check our static pitot tubes. Check all the leading edges, that's always really important. And I like to check the actuations of all the nuts and bolts and screws. Make sure everything is going and moving like it's supposed to. That's part of a good pre-flight on a Bonanza. I want to go through and do these things every single time. They'll never skip a step. This is really important because for us tonight, we got a night flight flying down to Conway, Arkansas for some work tonight. Should get finished around 7:30 or 8, and then I got to fly to Hot Springs, Arkansas, from Conway to Hot Springs, Arkansas tonight. So part of a good pre-flight on a second flight like that is make sure all this is checked the first time around and everything looks clean. One of the other things we always have to do is move the ATV out of the way. Here we go. And then finally, we're going to move the utility tray out of the way. I just move it over here to the side. Just like that.
Over 6980 Bravo ground.
I'd like to pick up Radar Services VFR to Conway, Charlie X-Ray Whiskey. We're going to shoot for 7,500 feet, depending on the clouds. G36 Bonanza Slant Golf, ready to taxi.
690 Bravo, standby. Hold position.
Hold position, 80 Bravo. That was a nice little V-tail Bonanza coming in. Should be able to see it on the tail cam. All right, fuel selectors. Let's get our engine. We got some fuel, so we'll reset it and decrease it down to 64 gallons. I can always go one more. 63. Car control systems. Free and clear, free and clear. Fixture prop carpet we don't need. Lights are still on.
690 Bravo, departure frequency Razorback 126.6, squawk 4354.
Squawk 4354, 126.6 in the box. 80 Bravo, ready to taxi.
690 Bravo, ground runway 2, taxi via Alpha.
2 via Alpha behind the V-tail, thanks. 80 Bravo. Off clearance. Rogers Tower, Bonanza 6980 Bravo, hold short 02, ready for departure.
690 Bravo, rest tower runway 2, clear for takeoff, wind 0207.
Clear for takeoff, 80 Bravo, thanks, so. All right. Picture full, auxiliary pump is off, taxi landing lights are off, we're good to go. Should be off pretty quick because we got a pretty good little wind. Alright, total power, instruments are green, airspeed alive, there's our fuel flow warning. And she's already ready to fly. Alright, we'll tap the brakes, positive rate gear coming up.
Oh, 690 Bravo, contact raised by departure.
Oh, departure, thanks for the help, 80 Bravo, good day. Razorback approach, Bonanza 6980 Bravo, just off Rogers, 1500, climb 7.5, 020 heading.
Bonanza 6980 Bravo, Razorback departure, Roger. I can't see your target yet, stand by.
Stand by, 80 Bravo. Alright, we're going to get some kicks here. It is gusty.
Number 6980 Bravo, radar contact 1 mile northeast of Rogers, resuming navigation to Conway.
Oh, nav, 80 Bravo, thanks for the help.
Air Tango Foxtrot, descend and power discretion, maintain 4000.
South 4000, 0 Tango Foxtrot.
Alright, right turn here. We're monitoring our temperatures, we're at 178. I'm going to go ahead and engage auxiliary fuel pump. We don't want our CHTs to go too far above 180 in the climb. Apparently I'll climb out at 120, but I'm going to climb out at 125 today. We got a little bit of a swell just above us, and I want to keep the engine a little cooler. There's Rogers Airport, beautiful Rogers Airport. Should have about a 48-minute flight. I think once we get up to altitude, it'll go pretty quick. All our engines look good, fuel flow looks good, CHTs, EGTs look good. Just keeping an eye on our CHTs, they're at 176 Celsius right now. Looks like we'll be landing runway 22 in Conway. Oh, their wind is 210 at 10 knots, so that's where we'll be landing. Autopilot going and sit back and relax and just watch our temperatures. Through our climbing checklist, power is set, RPMs are set, they're full, mixture's full rich, airspeed at 125. Auxiliary fuel pump is on low. I'll get it on high once we get to about 5,000. TATs look good at 1215. CHTs look great, and oxygen is not being used. Looks like more than likely we'll be able to go straight to 7,500 feet. Not even have to worry about it. We're already past that little layer of clouds right there. Trying to stay VFR for this flight. If we can.
0 Tango Foxtrot, field safe.
A little bit of weather over that direction. Been watching it here on the XM radio.
910 Tango Foxtrot, Roger, expect your clearance.
It's all tracking away from me,
2 miles
so
once you're west of Springdale.
doesn't concern me much. Which is good. Sometimes when we fly down here, we'll just fly back at night, spend the night, and sleep in my own bed. But there's a little bit of icing, a little bit of light icing and some snow predicted tomorrow morning. Just very little amount at Hot Springs. So I figured what we would do: go to Conway, spend the night, go to Conway, work. Fly to Hot Springs tonight at 8 o'clock, spend the night there, work Saturday, and come home in the afternoon. I'll save on fuel, but I got to spend hotel fees, so it kind of washes itself out. But I don't really want to be fighting having to get into Hot Springs with any kind of icy weather. That's a no-no.
Visual 34 Tower 1271 910 Tango Foxtrot. Talk to you a bit.
All right, crossing through 4,600 feet on up to 75. We're getting a pretty good climb right here. I'll go ahead and switch my fuel over to my left tank. want to burn all the fuel out of one side and get upsided. You know, don't want that to happen. We've got a 15-minute timer set to switch back and forth. All right, 179 on the CHT. We're going to go ahead and go full on auxiliary fuel. Pump, get that to high. That should keep us around 180 or just hopefully below. Tell you what, sometimes flying with this G1000 NXI system is pretty much like flying in a video game system. That's almost cheating anymore. But I did learn on the old traditional six-pack. I did learn that way on all my original flying. That's how I was taught, and that's how I learned. I got my IFR was on an original six-pack, which to me is the smart way to do that. You learn on the old school stuff, and then when these new things come along, it makes things easier. And of course, you got a good backup system. If everything goes to pot, you can always fly the old HSIs and attitude indicators because you know how.
802 Alpha Kilo for Rogers, 2.5 for 15,000 left turn.
All right, everybody, so we're just in the climb, just crossing through 5,900 feet, going to 7,500. We'll shut this down. We'll pick it up on our
Razorback at number 408.
pick it up on our descent
10,000.
into Conway, Arkansas. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, YouTube. 6980 Bravo is on the VFR descent into Conway.
4,000.
We're a bit busy right now. We got quite a bit going on. I got to check in with Little Rock approach now. Little Rock approach, Bonanza 6980 Bravo. Visual descent, runway 22 in Conway.
From 6980 Bravo, low approach, 7,2985, altitude York, direction advising up Conway Airport in sight.
Will advise, 80 Bravo, thanks. A Baron right off over here to the right. He's slowly overtaking us, but he's 2,700 feet above us now.
5383, continue the right turn heading 270.
We've been communicating with him through Memphis Center, and they switched us off to Little Rock, so now we're communicating through Little Rock. But I'm going to Conway, he's going to Little Rock. We're on the same basic head trajectory anyway. He's going 135, and I'm going 38, so a bit of an overlap, but I'm dropping down, descending. He hasn't started his descent. He's on an IFR plan, so
Little Rock approach,
but different for him.
4465 November 7,000.
That's him right there, 65 November. All right, I got Conway's non-towered radio put in, 125. As soon as we got visual, we'll switch over.
383, Adams Field is at 9 o'clock and 10 miles.
Beautiful evening.
383, cleared this approach runway 18.
And we're going to be overcast this evening, so it's going to be dark.
Final doing 100 knots.
Dark.
Okay, we're clear to visual 183.
4465 November, Little Rock approach. Expect the visual approach runway 18.
I'll expect the visual 1865 November.
Little Rock, 80 Bravo, got Conway in sight.
Right through Bravo, radar to return Fox VFR from Infinity Bridge.
VFR, 80 Bravo, good night. Conway area traffic, Bonanza 6980 Bravo, 11 miles to the northwest, planning a right base 22 Conway. Go ahead and switch over to heading mode. We're going to go ahead and activate our vector to final. The airport straight ahead, so. Oh, we're showing about a 3.5 minute. Minute approach.
Conway traffic, Skyhawk 127, we are 9 miles to the north of the field at 3,400 maneuvering Conway.
One Whiskey Alpha 6980 Bravo. I've got you on the scope here. I'm going a little bit east of you for the right base for 22, so we should be no factor. Thanks for the help.
Thank you.
Always good to communicate, especially when you got someone out there maneuvering. All right, switch over to the left tank. Setting up for a right base for 2-2. Always a great airport. They got a lot of good people that work there, and they're very helpful. Take care of their pilots. Always appreciate working with them. Nice little airport. Got good VFR approaches. Got good IFR approaches as well. But one of the things I like best about working with is we got good use of their courtesy vehicles, which we need to be able to work. Conway area traffic, Bonanza 6980 Bravo, 5 miles to the north, landing right base 22, Conway. We'll intercept this final at 1,289 feet. I coupled approach in visually with the autopilot. See if it'll pick it up all right. It should. Still descending about 1,200 feet right now, down to 1,200 on 1,900 right now. Definitely overcast. It's going to be dark tonight. Conway area traffic, Bonanza 6980 Bravo, right base 22, Conway. All right, pre-landing checklist. Selections brights, lights are on, mixture fuel pump is off, emergency procedure is good.
15688, taxi to 22. Ben, that four-wheeler's in the hangar if you need it when you get back. Okay, yeah, I'll put it away when I get back. Thank you, sir.
Conway area traffic, Bonanza 6980 Bravo, turning final 22, Conway. All right, we'll drop the gear. Which flaps are set. Glide path is indicating. We'll go ahead and disengage. Fly the visual. All right, I got 3 greens. We'll go red, blue, green when we get a little closer. I see that traffic on the taxiway, so we should be no problem there. Adjusting my trim a little bit. Now we're on proper glide path.
500.
There's 500. We'll go mixture full, prop full. We'll go full flaps. Are transitioning. They are both engaged. Conway area traffic 6980 Bravo, short final 22, Conway.
Minimums.
Our minimums call out. Red, blue, green, 3 green, clear to land. Upper runway identified. Just ride that wheelie a little bit down the runway there. Keep the pressure off the nose wheel. There's Charlie. We should be able to make Charlie. Conway area traffic, Bonanza 6980 Bravo, exiting on Charlie. Final call, Conway. Thanks for flying with us today. I certainly appreciate it. Click like and subscribe if you like these videos. If there's anything you'd like us to see us do, please leave your comments below. We'll actively engage with you. Love to be able to communicate with our followers and subscribers and provide content that they'd like to see, much in the way that I share my love for aviation. Everybody else does too. So talk to you next time, and hopefully we'll catch you on the night flight to Hot Springs. Thanks for watching. See you next time.